ado, getting everything ready. I'm getting my invite. Blue screened. Alright, we're jumping straight into the race, guys. Sorry, we're just a little bit behind. We're probably missing like the first lap or two. We had some technical difficulties with getting drivers in place and stuff like that. We had to get the race lobby set up. So we are now getting ready to go racing here at Martinsville. We have 17 cars, I believe, made the field tonight. We had the 2 that made their way from the dash. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And we actually have one of the dash drivers up here. Brian, the heartbreak that you had in that dash race, man, it hurt me up here in the booth, buddy.
Yeah, it's a bad deal on my end. Got on the throttle a little too soon.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I believe Cyogenics is our early leader. Yes, he is.
And of course, my invite won't let me join.
Ladies and gentlemen, we actually have a couple extra broadcasters up here tonight. I want to thank Huff World for coming up here. I want to thank Brian for joining the booth as always. He does a great job up here. We have Lil Man up here for a little bit. He's actually the one that got the race together for us and brought all these drivers together, so I appreciate the hard work and the effort of him. I know it was all thrown together at the last minute. And I think we have a surprise guest that's going to make an appearance here soon as this racing action is starting to heat up. I'm going to flip towards the back of the field as we have a whole gaggle of cars back here. We got Crab Legs back here, D-Nub. D-Nub is one of your dash drivers. Dark Knight is the other one. This field is working its way around this speedway at a relatively clean pace. Most drivers are actually single file right now, which is refreshing to see for a Martinsville. Oh, as I say that, they go 3 wide into 3. Fast Camaro underneath the 19 and the 4 of Dark Knight.
Are we gonna do some racing tonight, y'all?
Oh, racing? Who's that?
I wanna do some racing. Preset. Xfinity style. Martinsville.
Go fast, turn left.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Glad to be back for a night. Mr. Fast Camaro is making his debut tonight in Preset Xfinity. Don't forget that for Shed Motorsports with dime bags out there. But woo! I get to talk to Huff and Arch and everybody out there. Brian, I feel good tonight. I just hope my old Wi-Fi internet here at the hotel holds out. But it's great to be back up here with you guys.
Oh, it's a pleasure having you up here, buddy. You know we miss you, We love how you do these broadcasts. You bring so much excitement and realism to these races, and man, you make the Giggity broadcast, buddy, hands down.
Oh, there's so many people that have a hand in it. I just really enjoy doing it. Jumping on board with Dark Knight, guys. He's sitting back here. They're going to try to chase that 10 Cyogenic down. You had me a little confused there for a second, running the Pottles paint scheme, but he's already starting out his dominance real strong, coming up on lap traffic. I know you guys are talking about
Fast Camaro's around.
Yep.
Ooh, Dark Knight drives it in on the 18 right there.
Vega Twister's involved too.
Yeah.
Oh, as Trinity makes contact with the 0 car, Crab Leg, and 35 dives underneath. I'm trying to flip through this field. There's gonna be a lot of action all over this track, folks. So if we get a little bit behind, don't get too mad at us tonight. I'm watching this whole. Oh, the 7
around.
in front of the leaders. Is that or is that?
I think it's the.
That's Hunt to the front. Okay. As now the 7 is in front of the leaders, the Cyogenics is closing up on his back door.
Funny to watch everybody runs a couple different lines around here, guys. You know, some people want to get close to that apron down there, and we know if you hit that, it will upset your car. Some people run that middle line, trying to get a good exit, good drive off of it. It's all about how you hit it, especially in traffic. Throttle control and braking points are very big here, as we all know.
Oh, super huge here. We've got Bad For You Racing is actually running second. He's trying to chase down this leader.
Dino right behind him in 3rd. Yep.
Dino, our transfer driver from the dash, so he's worked his way through this field pretty well. Right on board with our second place car. We're gonna look back and see if Dino can actually close this gap on him.
Dude, dark back here runs into the wall.
Hmm.
Having trouble getting it
hard.
going.
As Creed goes past him, and here comes the leader up behind him to try and put him a lap down. That's gonna be a tough one, man.
I put it on restricted yellows because if it was street, we'd have nothing but yellow flags. Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's definitely a good call by you, the chief of this race.
Oh man.
Now, look, man, I know that you're running. This is your first year running a team. How's it been for you running the race team this year?
Oh man, I'd rather do that than race. I mean, I got a bunch of good guys on my team. I mean, let's see, got Jay Wood in Cup. Me and Woodruff run Cup on Sunday, and then you got these boys on Saturday, and G9 on Custom Xfinity on Thursday. Man, he's the one to beat right now.
He definitely has been putting a butt whooping on us in that series, and he's been doing it with an amazing fashion of being able to stay out front and being able to put down these fast qualifying laps too. Who do you have racing in tonight's race?
See, we got Trinity, Justin, Exotic, but Exotic's not Exotic tonight. He's Hunt in front, and D-Nub.
Oh, so you got the dash driver too. So I mean, your team is definitely performing on all cylinders this season.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm already starting to think about next season. That's why I'm trying to give these boys a chance to run the upper class. That's why I didn't run last Sunday. I gave my car up so I can have them three dash in to try to make it.
Oh, somebody's in the wall.
I'm trying to figure out who needs to run Cup next year and who needs to run Xfinity and who I'm going to keep in trucks.
This year, little man, with your team, you did a good job putting everybody together. I know a lot of them blend well personality-wise too. So congratulations on that. They're having a successful start to season 4 here.
I appreciate it. It's a lot of hard work. I mean, I really couldn't have done a lot of this without Woodruff and Jay Wood. They helped me out a lot.
Oh, it's those two crashed in front of the leaders.
Oh.
Wow. 98.
Irish.
Oh, he bounced off a leader.
35 left.
And he left.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on the same team as me.
What's up, Joey Doucette?
Nope. Irish. I actually dashed in with his car into the auto club game.
Flipping through the field, we're going to check in with Dino back here. I think he's taking over second place from Bad for you.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He passed him.
Yeah, he did.
Who's in second? Vega?
No, Dino.
Dino, I believe. In the 20.
Uh-huh.
They've started to spread themselves out a little bit through the race here. See Irish on. I don't see the car moving. I don't know if that was a mechanical failure or if he's on pit lane right now. But that's unfortunate for him that he had a get out so early here.
I think he backed out because of your edge.
Oh, I got you.
Bad
7 acceptance. Been able to talk to him. Yeah, I was just watching right there with the 98 of old man, or old guy, excuse me, right there. Oh. You got to be so careful under braking here. You know, wheel hop is a real deal. Some people on brake pedals, after I got to test the wheel out, found my brake control a lot smoother at short tracks. I know a lot of people adjust their settings, throttle controls and brake settings here at short tracks too, but you definitely don't want to lock it up.
Oh, that's the worst thing you can do. And you know how much different it is running these sliders as to a custom, where you can actually adjust your brake bias and stuff. Here, you're stuck with whatever brakes they give you. You want to go in there and mash on them? Yeah, be my guest. I don't like running sliders for braking here, especially being on a controller. It is so difficult to get light braking down.
Yeah, I hate presets though. I love the Xfinity Custom. I miss it. I'm probably gonna go back to it soon.
Well, definitely missing you too, man. But the success that you brought to this league with your teams, man, has been really great. We really appreciate the effort you've been putting in, not only for us, but for these drivers and these fans.
Running on that 10 coach Cyberjetics again, starting to run away with it. These guys aren't careful. We can see what we saw early in the season in a cup race here, where I think there was only 5 cars that ended up on the lead lap after the race. But we'll see how it all pans out.
Yeah, we definitely had a heck of a race there with Fluffy bringing that home with the win. Coke coming in a very close second compared to the rest of the field. It was definitely a 2-car race.
Trying to get around that 4 car, one of the DSR cars, going in down. Gives them a lot of room, gives them a lot of respect here.
He definitely need to be in cup as soon as possible.
Yeah, without a doubt. He's dashed his way in, won cup races. I think he's only. I don't think he's only. The only race he didn't win was beginning of the year, one of the Atlanta or someplace like that, when he got mixed up in an accident. But he wins every race and dashes in and wins some dash races. So we'll see how what Noco's strategy is. But again, Noco's team's really full, all fast guys. But Noco has a strategy on how he does things too, as we all know. So we'll see how it pans out for him throughout the rest of the year. But Cyberjetics definitely one to keep an eye on for a championship here.
No doubt.
I definitely am glad he's in the slider series and not over the customs. Thank you, Sayo. But at the rate G9's going, we may be wanting Sayo over G9 right now.
Yeah, G9, he's pretty good now.
Oh, he's definitely got the talent and the speed. I've been doing some testing with him and some practice lobbies and stuff like that, and catching him is like, well, you know how it is.
Yeah, I know, and I dropped Flirt down to Xfinity Custom so he can make more races on Thursday night, and he's done pretty good for me too.
Oh yeah, Flirt's definitely an awesome guy, awesome driver. He's a buddy of mine, and it was really cool to see him get down the Xfinity Custom Series with us. To the front, got a little tap from, looks like, Zero. He did an amazing job at Auto Club. Big round of applause, man, for him coming in there, not running the series and stepping up to these guys and putting his name out there. I'm going to jump back to the leader for a second.
Yeah, he is checked out.
Oh, he is gone. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Car.
He's coming up on Trinity right now.
Oh, don't say he's checked out too far too fast, guys, because I'm pretty sure that is Dino that's coming up about half a straight behind him at the start-finish line now. And then Bad For You is just now crossing the start-finish line, so that shows you the gap between first, second, and third. Yeah, that is definitely Dino closing in. If you guys are watching my broadcast, or the broadcast, that he's that third car back there that just came off, and these two behind the leader, I believe, are both lap down. That's Trinity, and he's in the 98.
Let's see.
Is that Crab Leg?
D-Nub's on the front stretch when he's about a half a track behind him.
I know Crab Leg was doing some testing today. I talked to him on the phone again. I tried to get on it a little bit earlier this afternoon. Tried to run a couple public lobbies, and everybody knew I didn't do it deliberate, but I just TKO'd the whole field at Atlanta or something like that. It was, the lag issue was real. Then they said I sounded like a robot. So anybody out there in YouTube land, let me know how it's working for it right now. So, but it's great to be back up here. I missed it. Depending upon tomorrow night too and everything, I just can't wait to get back up here on a regular basis and watch what you guys do every week. Plus, I miss putting my helmet on too.
Well, I'm excited to put man to see you up here in the booth, but I'm even more excited to see you on the track.
Yeah, of all things, you have been one of the people who have pushed for me to try to get into the Xfinity again. I wanted to work my way up and do it that way, but you definitely were one of the people that said you should move up, you should move up, you should move up. So the opportunity came. Robbie said go for it, and like I said, I just couldn't do it tonight. I didn't want to be that guy. I don't, take everybody out.
Number O's around, backstretch.
Oh no.
Well, I definitely told you the whole time, Puddin'. I mean, I race with you a lot. Not only am I a personal friend of yours, but as a competitor, man, I know how much success I've seen you have in the Xfinity cars and the public lobbies and our private lobbies and stuff like that. So I know that you're going to do good. I think you're better in the Xfinity than you are the trucks. I think the trucks are too slow for you, man, and they just hold you back.
I appreciate it. Get back here, everybody's starting to spread out a little bit.
Yeah, everybody's spread out. I just went through there to look for a battle and there ain't one.
No, there ain't. So I'm gonna try.
That's right, Ryan Morgan. You hear a pinky. Ryan was in that lobby I was telling you about earlier that I ended up wrecking people at, and I sounded like a robot, so he can verify it. The Wi-Fi is not strong here with this one.
Oh man, that'd be funny. I wish I could have been there to watch it. You weren't in a pink car, were you?
No, thank goodness. That would have escalated the situation when it didn't need to be.
Oh man, I got Creed right here. I'm gonna follow behind him for a lap or so, and I'm just gonna try and give everybody here a lap or two and show everybody off before we start making this first round of green flag pit stops. Sayo's actually lapping bad for you right now. Holy cow.
Yeah, we were talking about that, about that cup race. How many cars are going to be a lap down? Everybody out there in YouTube land, or are we going to take bets up here or take guesses? Cryogenic is, very fast at all times, very proficient. We talked about that earlier. How many cars does he want to put a lap down? How many going to finish on the lead lap?
I'm guessing right now we've only got 2 on the lead lap, so I'm going to say 2.
Things can change. We still have yet to see a caution. I don't think we've seen the stage. We're not doing the stages, so this is clean and green so far here in the Xfinity preset, which that gets me excited to race for too, because we haven't seen a lot of cautions here in the series this year.
No, we definitely haven't seen a lot of cautions. That's the plus with Giggity, man. You get so much green flag racing, you get so much good racing. The caliber of drivers here is so high that when we do have a caution-filled race, the drivers all frustrated ourselves because we know that we're better than that. And for you, the fans, you guys know that we're better than that. So this is the type of racing we love. This is the type of racing we like to see, and we're just going to keep bringing you guys the best racing possible.
RKM, like I said, I told you guys he was a lot. He was like truth. Very much truth. I sounded like a robot and tanked everybody on accident. I don't believe in stuff.
Hey, at least you had an excuse for wrecking people this time. Oh man.
Ow!
I ain't got to pick on you enough lately, man. It's all building up.
I know. You go a week without being on, and there's a lot of catching up to do.
Oh, there definitely is, man. As I'm sitting here with Dino, I think that is that Sayo coming up behind him? Nope, that's Hunt to the front behind him. And matching yellow cars are kind of throwing me off right there.
Yeah, so I was in that 10, the one that normally he runs that Jake throwback, the black and green one. Bottles runs that one, but again with that, you can change your paint scheme, just can't change your numbers. So it's great to see him that on board with Acceptus right now. He's been running good. Talked to him a little bit here off and on through the chats and stuff, but I do get to watch. And it's great. And yes, RK, I mean, the withdrawal of video gaming is real. I was sitting there in a hotel one night, twiddling my thumbs. My wife was like, let's watch a Lifetime movie. And I said, let's not. I should have just got on and did my career mode.
You should have said, hey, let's watch the Giggity race tonight, because we race 7 nights a week.
Yep, we do. And if you guys haven't noticed, the only night that I missed was through this horrific travel experience that we've had. This has been one of our worst ones. We've had mishaps everywhere that weren't our fault. Wednesday night, our hotel, the power went out for 4 hours right as the race started. So I'm sitting there with nothing to do, no TV, pacing outside, drinking beer, talking to the people there. Just, I guess we were having a parking lot party at the Red Roof Inn with no power. And I'm sitting there.
That's always a good time, man. As we're starting the green flag pit stops here, guys, we got a couple of cars dipping down.
Except this net 7 bringing it down.
So and the 01 right now battling pretty good.
Yeah, Dino just went down.
Yeah, he just pitted. He's a lap down now.
I seriously think we only have one car on the lead lap, folks, and he's not even on lead lap no more, because I'm pretty sure I watched Dino pull into the pit road, so...
Yeah, he pitted.
As of right now, that's your lead lap car.
Trying to see if there's any guys up here that might be doing their own broadcast that I can switch. Dimebags.
Yep.
Yeah. Of all things, I've known him for a long
Dark
time,
Knight too.
since E3. And I don't know if I follow him on YouTube or not. I'll have to go check that out a little bit. But Dimebags one of the Shin Motorsports guys.
I was gonna say, we've actually got, I know 2 drivers for a fact broadcast tonight, so I'm gonna see if I can jump on one of theirs for you too also. And see if we can bring you guys tonight.
I'm just so nervous to switch anything right now. Like I said, hopefully I'm not sounding like a robot. My TV's not glitching up there. I got the computer. They have two different Wi-Fi, so I got one on one and one on the other one. So hopefully I don't mess each other up. But again, when you got a lot of rooms and a lot of people, so you can please bear with me tonight. Monday we get our furniture, like I said, so I can't wait to get hooked up after that and be able to kick my feet back and relax in the comfort of my own home and do giggity stuff. Giggity stuff.
I'm on board with Dark Knight right now as he's coming down pit road. We have 59 laps remaining. They will have 65 laps in fuel after this pit stop, so this is the only pit stop of this race for these drivers.
Unless they're tire issues.
Very true. And we know how guys like to overdrive these corners here, so it is very easy to overheat that right front and wind up blowing one here.
Locking brakes up, sliding tires, all of that does make a difference when you're on the tire wear. So let's see how it works out. Brian, Huff, we haven't heard too much from you. What are you guys watching? What are your thoughts on how are they going to get to the end?
I'm watching Dino. I've been watching him almost the whole time. I just want to see him pull Cryogenic back in and have a good battle for the win.
As we say his name right now, Silas coming down for that pit stop. Like I said, due to the time change and everything, I missed the dash. Brian, I heard that you almost dashed your way in, buddy.
Yeah, I did. I was, starting towards the rear and was running down Dark Knight, and I lost it coming out of 5 or 6 laps, and driver error.
It happens. I've been guilty of that myself quite a bit, This track can easy to do that, the throttle response, like we talked about earlier, sometimes on worn tires too, you got to be able to roll into it.
Yeah.
There are issues that are set on these preset cars. It'll just snap you around if you're not too careful.
I think
Dino's got his lap back.
Cars spread out all through the field here at this little short track, the paper clip. Very little bank, you know. It's a fun track to drive. It can be frustrating, but it's a fun track to drive.
Oh, it's definitely a very fun track to drive. I love this track. It's very exciting to be here as a driver. I've been to this track as a fan. It is probably one of my favorite racing circuits that we have here.
Oh, I think I just saw a little lag out of acceptance as I'm on board with Mappy racing that 00. I can't confirm that, but it definitely looked like a little bit of a spike right there. And just another one again.
It's too funny. I was actually on board with the same car.
Yeah, acceptance, if you got your ears on, just give you a heads up, buddy. I think you might be lagging just a little bit, but let's see how it pans out for you.
As the 0 and the 01, side by side, right here in front of 19.
Oh, we got the 0 to 01 of Crab Leg and his teammate right there. Trying to get to the inside. I talked to Zach a little bit earlier today. He was trying to get his car dialed in, talked to him on the phone. Like I said, he's a good, he works at a golf course in real life. Accident just a little bit because he was loose. Telling him about this little course that we got behind us. I'm excited to go out and rent some golf clubs and try to go play. He was really excited for this race. He really likes being on DSR. Likes what they've got going on over there. He's a newer addition to him. So great to have Crab Leg up here in Giggity Racing. I raced a lot of late night races with him in public lots and stuff. He's a really good guy.
It's definitely nice that we get to add so many diverse drivers and so many new drivers and so many, outgoing personalities here in this league. It really makes it fun to race.
Somebody like.
Yeah, like Little Man just said in the chat too. Last lap count we had was 59, so we've done well over 10 without cautions. We'll click off quick here for guys. So if they're going to make positions, they've got to start doing it now. I don't think anybody has anything for Cyogenic though, guys. But if they're going to gain positions and points and everything, they're going to have to get on it. This lap is going to click off quick here, guys.
Oh, they're definitely going to click off. See, you stumbled through it, and I stumbled through it. Way to go. They're going to click off quick here at this track at a remarkable rate, man. As we already see, we're probably about 45 to go, maybe a little bit less than that. These drivers out here do an amazing job trying to hustle around this track without putting themselves.
Just got a little message up there on my message board. I don't know if you saw it. Not their names, but somebody was informed that they are lagging. So let's see how that situation goes down. 19 dives to the inside of this 0 Crab Leg car. They've had a good battle back here for the last couple laps. Crab Leg get back underneath him. He gets to his rear bumper going down turn 1. Backs the corner up, stays real low. That 19 car barely. Oh, look at that perfect turn. Doesn't hit the apron, but that 19 car going up the high side though, he got that drive. It pulls him by a car. Got to be careful on these aprons here. The Candy Kings here are for real. It sets your car. If there's somebody to the outside of you, it'll throw your whole egg fitting and your apex off. So you got to be careful. You want to get as close as that can, rotate, and then get back on it. I don't like to be that low on it. Ooh, Crab smacks the ball real hard. I don't like to be that low on him, but stay just a little bit off of it. Get a good rotation on it. Crab Leg overshoots that corner, and 18 gets back underneath him.
Yeah, he definitely overdrove that corner. That could definitely do some damage to that car tonight.
Looked like 18 bumped him a little bit.
Did it? I couldn't see. I was on the
mine.
I was looking at the wrong direction for that one.
On board with D-Nub, watching him pass my teammate Vasco Meredith. He's making his Xfinity preset debut tonight. Got himself a top 5, couple top 10s, and a chance to win at Charlotte, but made a bad pit strategy. He still regrets doing that, but he could have won that race. So let's see what Fast Camaro can offer these boys up here in preset for Shoot Motorsports. He's always fast.
He's definitely come in and he's made a name for himself as a good, clean driver, and he's already put himself up there as one of the, I'd say, easily top 7 to 10 drivers that could be running this Xfinity and Truck Series and stuff like that. So he's got the potential. It's just about the time and the work ethic that he has for this, and we'll see how much he continues to grow as he challenges stronger competitors every week.
Every time when I was back and forth trying to get everybody get up. He said because of the virus going around and everything, his work might take them out.
Are
Hey,
you
Robot.
okay, Puddin'?
Puddin', are you alright, buddy? You're over there doing your little robot thing.
He's trying to talk
They
in
are,
slow
that's
motion.
what I was afraid of.
Oh, no.
Alright, thank you guys.
You're perfectly fine, bro. You ain't gotta go nowhere.
Yeah, keep trying, man. I
No,
see Sorrow fitting a lap, D-Nub.
So you've been going through this whole race. It held out. It'll go away in a second. As Cyogenics is literally about to lap the field again. This guy is ridiculous fast. I used to try to race with him. I used to try and jump in public lobbies with him. And then I learned that I'm just racing for second place.
They get Twister gets smacked into the wall. Seems coming down pit lane.
I'm on board with Trinity for a minute. Seeing how he's doing. It's him and the Zero are battling pretty tough back here. I don't know if this is for position or not, but
He go down
definitely. How you doing, alright, Puddin'? You feeling better now?
I need more oil.
Yeah, you kind of sounded almost perfect, dude. Way to go.
There, the 7 moved to 98 right there.
Yeah, he did. Moving right out of the way, huh?
98 being an old guy.
Hey, sometimes you got to on this track. That's just all there is to it. It's either
Well,
move or either get moved.
Oh, the 98 and
98's
61 on the
right.
inside. Well,
Yeah, I was on board with old guy when that happened too.
that's the product of if you're not that fast and you start stacking cars up behind you, they're going to move you to get by. I mean, as we saw, there was a line of 6 or 7 cars right there, so it
It's not
sucks
that
to
the
see
old
it
guy's
happen.
not fast. He's very fast. It's just some people, you know, might be taking moves sometimes. Sometimes they be here. Some people back their corners up to get a good a turn. Some people do drive it in a little bit. You know, everybody drives a little bit different here. Before you make a pass, it's probably best to follow for a lap, see where their braking points are, so you can adjust yours to prevent that.
Well, it's definitely the heart of short track racing here, especially at Martinsville. You expect that here. You have a 1-lane track.
That's
And I'm on
unfortunate for old guy too, because this is what his 3rd or 4th race now here in the Xfinity preset. He's been trying to dash his way in. He dashed his way in and won at the Dover Xfinity preset.
Oh, Zero's around. I think the 7 spun him whenever he hit the grass.
Oh, 8's around. That's Dimebags.
Ooh, ghosted.
There's still no caution, ladies and gentlemen, so we stay green.
Yeah, 0 being crab legs. Guys, let me know how I'm sounding.
No, he's not fine.
You're fine. I just know if I'd put street cautions on, we'd have a caution fest, and I didn't really want that.
Oh
I
no,
think
strict
you definitely did the best
cautions.
thing.
I think strict cautions and relaxed cautions. There should be a slider in there where we've seen 3 or 4 cars not get a caution when they deserve it, and then one person on a strict caution says, "Oh look, I'm falling behind," and they smack the wall, and it creates a caution. I think there should be a slider level in between that to help affiliate that a little bit better. Thank you, Mr. Tatterall. I appreciate that. Sean out there says perfect, so that makes me feel a little bit better.
You're always perfect, Puddin'. Haha.
I wouldn't say that.
I know, that's why I had such a sarcastic laugh after it. As the 8 just smacked the wall in front of Cyogenics.
Really is good to be back up here. I missed one race because of, like I said, the power outage. When I couldn't participate, I was always watching and joining in. Anytime I can help support this league, support my friends, support my teammate, you know, a lot of people out there. We, at any point in time, you guys, if you can, I know work and family, but join in and participate and watch and support everybody here. That's how we get bigger and better.
Oh, yeah, we were, what, up to almost 350 subscribers, you said the other day, Puddin'?
382.
382.
This is crazy.
All these green flag laps?
No, I'm aware of that, but he's gone. I mean, this sucker, he's already won Martinsville. He's working on next week's right now.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is definitely probably the most dominating performance we've ever seen here in the Gig Racing League. I don't think we've ever seen a driver have the field this far down this fast.
Yeah, a lot of green flag racing. It will definitely spread the field out and show who has long run cars.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we saw that here. Like we said, the Cup Series just had our race here a couple weeks ago, and you know, had it not been for the couple cautions that there might have only been 2 cars on the lead lap of that whole race.
Yeah, one mistake here, and it will definitely, you know, affect your race indefinite. Jumping on board with Cyanogen here, trying to put that 18 car lap down. It looks like another lap down possibly tries to get to the inside. 18's trying to race and races clean. They touch. They still, they don't touch, but they get super close up against that wall. 18's still trying to fight for it, but it looks like Cyanogen's going to pull away from it right here. It's so hard, you know, you want to give the leaders respect, but at the same time, being a lap down here, 2 laps down, 3 laps down, that can affect your position, and nobody wants to be on the, you know, a lap down. You always want to be that first car at least 1 lap down, so you know you can get back up there. These laps are clicking off so quick here in this clean and green Xfinity preset race that I don't know if it would be really worth trying to race the driver or not. You know, if we haven't seen a caution, I don't think we may not get one.
Well, guys, I think we're getting ready to come to 20 to go. I think we got about 2 or 3 laps till we hit it, basing it off of Dark Knight's fuel mileage.
Even with the tire wear being an Xfinity here, I would have probably ran a lot higher slider than what I would have normally run on a 1.5 miles or even a 2 mile or something like that, just because you got to get the car loose enough to rotate that way, because that way you don't have to back your corners up. You want the car to be able to turn. Some people probably went down a little on a slider so they could make a little bit, you know, longer run. But I would have definitely gone with 7 or 8 here, even with the tire wear, to get that car to rotate.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we know how tough this place can be. Just getting the rotation in your car, especially in a slider, is almost near impossible.
And I'm looking forward to that challenge, especially as we pass the O car right there. The
Ooh,
0 car.
right in front of the leaders.
Double O. Yeah, the 0 is crab leg, the double O is bad for you racing.
We need a caution. There should be a caution there, but
again, that's that slider level we were talking about, little man. You know, they really should adjust that a little bit. But
yeah, I mean, I don't think it's really fair. But I mean, we can't do nothing about it except run manual cautions. But we'll have to have somebody in there that ain't gonna party with everybody.
Exactly, and I think that would create more of a headache, and it'll cost us more laps. I've seen people pull it off, and then I've seen people not pull it off. I've seen people who do manual cautions, and then they're like, oh, I didn't hear manual caution. Well, everybody's stacking up. They just go flying by them at 140 miles an hour and get a 25-second lead. And
well, and that's the thing. If you were to do something like that, you'd have to have 10 drivers in each party chat, and you'd have to have an admin in each party chat, so that he'd be talking on Facebook to somebody that's live, or the broadcast, you know, live. So we can get that information to them. That way drivers didn't have an excuse or nothing like that. And you could probably get it to work, but it would be a hassle until everybody got into the rhythm and the routine of it. I know
The one race I watched, they did do a manual caution. You just called it. Everybody was in the same chat party. We have over 20 cars that participate in every race, so we'd have to break it down like that. And I think it's a good idea, but I just think it would be difficult to pull off.
Oh yeah, it would definitely be difficult to pull off. I know with the smaller leagues, it'd probably be a lot easier. I know that I run on a mission on Tuesdays, and we do manual cautions. But you know, we don't have a race lobby over 14 cars plus, you know, the guy calling the race. So it works out there, but when you have a lobby this big and a race this big, it's really, really difficult, and we have enough difficulties right now handling over 200 drivers as it is.
How many laps you got left?
We are coming down to 15. We have like 2 or 3 laps till 15 to go. I'm waiting for him to cross the line. I'll give you a more accurate update in just 1 second.
Yeah, little man said it in the chat. It was going to go quick. This is probably one of the quickest races we've had all year, being a short track with no cautions. These guys haven't had a lot of time to,
We're at 9 to
make
go.
adjustments. 9 to go. So yeah, we just their pit, that one pit for sure. Unless you came down to try to get yourself squared away, but that chance you could go down another 2 laps, 3 potentially.
Oh, completely. This is definitely the worst track to have go caution free.
But to go caution free at a short track, that shows you the type of talent we have here in Giggity Racing too. You can't do this with a public lobby. 90% of the race we've been under yellow.
Hey, that's 100% true, man. Dark Knight just took 8 to go last lap, so leader's probably on 6 to go. Get ready to come to 5.
Yep, I'm on board with him right now, and I don't like to use this word, but the next victim for him is going to be that 98 old guy and the 2 car of fast Camaro in front of him. Still glad to see, even after taking a week sabbatical with this boob, I'm remembering car numbers and trying to get everybody's name down.
You're definitely doing a heck of a job with it, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I try. You guys know I like doing it. He's coming up on that 98. I don't think he's going to push that issue right now. Being under 5 to go, looks like possibly 4 to go right now, correct? So yep. I don't think he's really pushing the issue to try to get around these guys. Just hold your position. Know you got your lead. Don't take a chance at hurt yourself and being able to push yourself back. Just finish these laps, coming to the line 3 laps out, and take another checkered flag if you're a side.
Yeah, these guys are working really hard, but this guy right here, he is just so smooth and so fast, especially in these sliders. Hands down, probably the fastest slider driver I've ever seen. As I think he is coming to take the checkered flag right now. Maybe? Yeah. Cygenix has won. Congratulations, Cygenix, man. I am definitely impressed with the mind-blowing performance you put out here tonight, man. You definitely dominated this field. Sorry we can't give you guys a better rundown right now. Oh, as a matter of fact, I just missed it. Alright, Cygenix, Dina, Bad For You, Trinity, Dark Knight, Dimebags, Justin Shackett, Hunt to the Front, Fast Camaro, and Crableg are your top 10. D-Nub is the only car 1 lap down. Everybody, Bad For You's 2, Trinity's 2, Dark Knight on back is 3 or more laps down. So that tells you the performance that Cygenix just put out here today, guys.
Yeah, congratulations to him. We'll see if we can get him up in the booth.
I will have to blue screen.
Except the city did a burnout across the line.
Yeah.
Drop it down to hammer.
We need Cygenix suggested. We need D-Nub suggested, and
yeah.
I think Bad For You. I'm going back and checking. Or Hunt. I can't tell who it was. Alright, I'm rewinding real quick.
Cygenix, yeah. Let's line them up by their points right
Yep,
now.
Bad For You is 3rd.
Yeah.
Yep, Bad For You Racing is 3rd.
I got Bad For You too.
Alright.
So, I'll invite him. It's bad.
Dang it, guys. Look at that. Puddin', Huff, Ryan, Arch. Man, we didn't even put a lap time down. What's up with that?
Oh, we were just so fast it couldn't count us.
Yeah. I wish that...
You got a blue screen? Sorry, guys. And I gotta add one more. Let's see if we can get Sio in this. Alright guys, we're off blue screen and we have the second and third place drivers in here as I just sent out the invitation to the first. So let's start with our third place driver, Bad For You. Man, dude, that guy in front was fast. Like, you've been fast on sliders, you've kicked my butt 100 times, man, but how was your race today, man?
Oh, it was good. It was real good. I don't want to say boring, but it was pretty good.
Well, I mean, I understand that with all the green flags and the stretched out field like that, but we also would kind of prefer that over Caution Fest too. So, I mean, you get to come out here with the top 3 today, man, and you definitely put on a great performance against some really stiff competition.
Yeah, I had nothing for the top 2, obviously. Sile passed me 2.5 times, and
Damn.
It was something else. It was a good race, though. I liked it.
Well, we're definitely glad to have you here in this series and in this organization league, man. You definitely bring another fast driver to this, and I know you've been performing well for your team. So thank you, man, for coming out, dude, and putting on another great show.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, buddy. Dina, coming home with second place today, man. What was the difference between you and that lead car?
Honestly, I think it was presets, man. I prepared myself for a couple cautions. I figured there'd be a couple being Martinsville. I didn't plan on it going all green, and I ran a lower preset to try and save on the tires, and it didn't play out the way I wanted it to. Sio was pretty quick, and I'm just glad to come in here first race in this Xfinity series and to get second out. I don't feel too bad.
Hey, you definitely did.
We were talking about that a little bit earlier about setups, and getting on a caution.
Yeah, I bounced for that caution, and it never happened. He was able to get an extra 10th or 2 on his fastest laps than what I could, and it was because of a tighter preset. I just couldn't do anything to catch him. He just pulled on me.
Well, and you definitely prepared right. I mean, history shows this track, especially on this game, or even in real life, cautions are everywhere.
Yeah, there was a couple wrecks, but there wasn't bad enough ones to throw a yellow, and it was actually a pretty good, decent race. I enjoyed it.
We definitely enjoyed it up here, man. We hope the fans enjoyed it at home, and we look forward to so many more performances out of you coming out here your first time, putting on a dominating performance like this after winning your way through the dash, dude. That was awesome, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Hey, we appreciate
you.
You
did good.
Come
Thanks for driving for me, bud.
Hey, no problem, guys. You guys all take it easy and have a good weekend.
All right, you too, buddy. We'll see you soon. Did Sio jump in here, guys?
I'll look real quick. I don't think so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we may not get today's race winner.
He jumped up in here once before.
It's a robot.
Yeah, Bad For You. No, he's not in here.
Yeah. All right, guys. Today we had the Xfinity Series at Martinsville. We went almost 100 laps. Green flag racing, which is unbelievably clean here at Martinsville, especially in a slider, especially just with as many cars as we had on the track. It was awesome to see. Great racing everywhere. These guys did an awesome job. Cyogenics, wherever you are, man, you put down probably hands down the performance of this year or next year or the years to come. Is there anything you guys like to say before we close out this broadcast?
We have, Jared talked to C-Dub, or,
Yeah, we talked to D-Dub,
yeah,
and we talked to Bad For You. Yep, we were just waiting on Sio. And I don't think he's going to make it up here today, guys.
Dominating performance. That's all you can say.
Definitely was. So from everybody here at Giggity, I want to thank you, Brian. I want to thank you, Huff. I want to thank you, Puddin', and Little Man, of course, dude. We wouldn't have got the race together if it wasn't for you. So we really want to thank you for doing all that and getting everything rounded up.
You know it. I tried my best today, all day long.
You did a great job with this, man, just like you're doing a great job with that race team you got over there, man. Picking up dash wins, race wins, and I think you might get you a championship this year, buddy.
Yeah, I think we'll get one of them.
Definitely will. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you had it from here. You had it from us here, live from Martinsville. Me and the guys. Awesome performance, awesome race. I'm baffled by the finish. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you back here tomorrow night for another round of Giggity Racing. It'll be the Cup Series. Not sure where we're racing at, but it'll be fun. Y'all have a great night.
Cup is Road America. Will not be running that.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Puddin'?
Can I dash into that?
You can even dash in my car if you want to. I don't care.
There you go.
Wait a minute, that's an Xfinity driver. I could try to dash, right? Come on, internet. Come on, old hoot.
Hey, there you go.
Hail Leonard,
Put it on
hold out
McDonald's.
for Big Daddy.
Yeah, if y'all need an extra car, I'll let you borrow one.
Heck, man, if he can't make it, I'll take you up on that offer.
Alright.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys tomorrow for Cup Series sliders from Road America. Bye!